Hi Aries, welcome back to the channel. So I have a reading for you and I hope that you're doing well when you do receive this message. I feel like someone from your past is returning to your life. This could feel like someone who I get like a lot of tension. So I don't know if this was a very draining period of your life when you were close to this person or when you guys were in cahoots. You could have felt like this person drained you or sucked the life out of you. I know that sounds crazy, but you could have felt like this person just kind of made a situation worse for you or did not being associated to them could have distracted you a lot, like held you back from your goals. You probably felt very stagnant during that time. You felt like you weren't getting a lot of things done, but this person is coming back around. So first thing I'm getting here is that you have the card of balance. So you should be feeling very centered right now. You could have reached a meditative state, or you have been meditating, or you've been centering yourself. You definitely are flowing better. You could be feeling complete right now. You have a lot more awareness about yourself. Things are feeling just right for you, and you're in a really good well-being. And it just is so interesting how this person who may have made you feel off balance, is what I was trying to say, is coming towards you during this time. This person looks to you as the elephant, excuse me. So they see you as a giant. And I always think that about you, Aries. I always feel like you are the giant being among us other commoners, okay? So this person sees you as very gentle, or you have had a very gentle approach with this person. They could be seeing you in their dreams. They understand that you're very smart or strategic or very clever. You have good wits about you. This person is seeing you as very powerful. They're seeing you as very wise. They trust you. They feel like you have removed obstacles from their life where they have not been able to do so. So that could be a big concern for you with this person, is like, hey, are you coming towards me being more responsible? Or are you coming towards me just putting more burdens on me? Okay. And also, there's a lot of telepathy going on between you and this person. So you could be seeing angel numbers right now. You could be seeing themes or signs that remind you of this person, kind of warning you that they are coming towards you. And this person does see you as a big support system for them, or you were very supportive in a time of detriment for them. That also could have caused you a little bit of suffering. Okay. Now, when this person comes back, the universe is telling you to have the magnifying glass. So get more information. Why are they coming towards you? What do they need now? What are they bringing to the situation? What are they bringing to the table? It's also an energy of getting clarity. So maybe having closure or having a real honest conversation with this person. There's some very important details that someone may try to overlook or they may not want to talk about. This does feel like someone who wants to just have a clean slate, and they're not really wanting to discuss maybe some of the things that they put you through in the past. It's telling you to do your research on this person. There could be some important documents that need to be done with you and this person. Maybe someone needs to sign something, or there's documentation that this person could be coming to you for. It's telling you to examine the fine print, and yeah, that's what it's saying. Okay. We have magnet here. So someone's feeling very attracted to you, whether that's platonic or romantic, and they're coming towards you right now. This person could be longing for you. They have desire to come towards you. This person could be very charming who's coming in. They could be very seductive if it's a romantic situation for some of you. And there's a field of influence associated to this person. Okay. So that's interesting that came out, because one of your cards that I'm going to show you says just that. And last but not least, we have Winding Road. This talks about taking the long way or exploring something new, self-discovery. Maybe this person needs to go through a long, deep journey of self-discovery before coming towards you. It's also talks about being flexible. So you may not be expecting this person to arrive with whatever news they have, but to be flexible to that. Patience is needed with this person. I also feel like when you speak to this person, again, that gentleness, you know that this person gets easily triggered. So it may be like you having to be very gentle, you having to be very tactful with how you say certain things to this person, because they can fly off the edge. Okay. Someone could be going through a period of personal growth that they need to do on their own. And it feels like this person is always ready for adventure and fun and, spontaneity. But it also feels like this person runs from responsibility. Like they could have an escapist energy. So this person could be a Pisces, or they could have Pisces energy right now running through them. All right. Your other cards that came out is influences. So when I talked about the field of influence with this person, if they're doing good, then it's a good person to come to be around, because they kind of like are the life of the party. They can uplift people, they can motivate people. Maybe this person has motivated you in the past, but when they're not doing so well, that energy also can rub off on their environment. So they can rub off. This could be like a bad influence as a friend, or a bad influence, romantically. So it just depends this person's mindset and where they're at. And so we'll see that in this reading, where this person is at before they're coming towards you. Now, how you could feel about this person is completely done. Okay. So you may feel like you're done from the situation. You're moving on. You're ending a cycle with them. You've learned some lessons from the situation, and things are coming full circle. We also have dismiss here. So you are in a very dismissive energy towards them. It doesn't feel very welcoming. You could be disregarding this person, ignoring. So even if they're reaching out to you, whether text or phone call, you could be ignoring that. You're purposely looking the other way, and you're leaving this situation behind. All right. So let's go ahead and get into your reading and see what's going on. Give me some messages for Aries and this person who's coming towards them. What can you tell me about that? What is this person coming towards them for? What's going to happen with that situation? All right. We have the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. So you definitely know that this person is coming. You can feel them in your energy. You are paying attention to your instincts, and you know that someone is coming towards you. You also could already know what this person is about, or what they're going through, whether they're having a positive energy right now, or if they're going through something negative. You can feel that as well. Now, it says that this person is coming towards you because of the Empress. Okay, so someone could be pregnant. Maybe someone's coming towards you pregnant, or someone could be pregnant. Maybe this person got someone pregnant, but there's definitely a change here. Now, if this person is not pregnant, they could just be going through some growing pains. So they're going through their self-discovery, they're shedding their old skin, and it could be very uncomfortable for them. So they may just want to lean on you during this very confusing time for themselves. With that Empress too, it lets me know that this person sees you as very abundant, and they may need some of that good luck, that good destiny to rub off on them. Okay, so usually with that Empress, I'm coming for nurturing. You're doing very well. Could you help me? That type of energy. All right. We also have the wild card that says be confident. Okay. So when this person does come towards you, they're going to see that you are very confident based off of how you left them. Maybe when you left them, you were feeling a little insecure. You could have had a lot of fears or worries over your life. You weren't being the most motivated. You weren't the most optimistic, but things have definitely changed for you. And what I think is so interesting here is that this person is at a crossroads. So even when you do meet with this person, there may be this conversation or this realization that they need to go on their own path. You're going towards a path and you're wanting to walk independently or alone. They need to find that within themselves and go the other way. Okay. And we see that too because we have the Two of Swords here. So it's telling you to be decisive. Like if you're indecisive about whether you want to hang out with this person again, rekindle the friendship, rekindle the romantic connection, rekindle business partnership, whatever, it's telling you to be very decisive and not to let that decision linger, because almost like it could be a situation where they come back around. You're not really sure what you want to do, and then time passes where this person's in your energy without you making a clear decision or intention. All right, tell me about the Empress here. So you have a very plentiful energy. You're very abundant. You're like King or Queen Midas. Everything you're touching right now is turning to gold, and someone can see that. Or someone just knows that about you. You're able to always up your circumstances. All right, tell me about the Empress here. All right, someone's seeing how much you've grown after you came from some type of devastation. Either this person was associated to that Ten of Swords that you could have had this year, or they put you in that, or just being around them associated with some type of ending. So this person had a really tough ending, and you did as well. Whether you guys were in a relationship together, you guys had some type of joint effort together, maybe financially you guys both went through some type of hardship. And what they're seeing is that you were able to build yourself back up. You are abundant again from that. Now we have the Devil here. So this person does feel like they are attracted to that abundance, but maybe for the wrong intentions. Like, what can I get from this situation versus am I aligned to this abundant energy to give to it as well? All right. So it does feel like this person has some underhanded intentions, or they could be just super codependent, because Devil to the Empress gives like, you know, breastfeeding 24/7 or having a lap child. Like, you know, this person feels kind of codependent to your abundance. Maybe they just don't feel abundant themselves. Okay. Tell me more about this. Tell me about this ending. All right, Two of Pentacles. So if there's two to tango, right, and there's Two of Pentacles to the Ten of Swords, so someone was not prioritizing a joint effort. So if it was a relationship, someone wasn't prioritizing you. They weren't putting in a lot of effort. You were having to hold all the weight on your own. Or if this was like a family thing, a joint project, or a joint business, you had to hold it down all on your own. Someone was not prioritizing the joint effort. If you and this person were starting a business, they weren't prioritizing the business. They kind of pushed it all on you. After they agreed to hold down their responsibilities, they just kind of failed with that. Same thing in friendship. Same thing in romantic connection. It feels like this person did not prioritize you, or they didn't value you to make sure that they were holding up their end of the bargain. And that ultimately ended things because you couldn't carry the load all on your own. Okay. Yeah, so you decided to do the solo route with the Nine of Pentacles, and you found a lot of abundance in that. You could have continued something on your own, or you handled the downfall of a situation all on your own, and you were still able to pull yourself out of that rut. So good for you. Now, what's going on with this person with the Devil? This person could be drinking a lot, or smoking a lot, or they're just doing a lot of devil-like activities. So they could be gambling their money away. They could be having a lot of sex, you know, I don't know. This person is really into temptation heavy. This feels like someone who does not know how to be disciplined. They don't know how to be loyal, things like that. Okay, so clarify the Devil. All right, the Devil, we have, all right, we have this card that says rise again. Okay, so first and foremost, it's just so funny how this person is portraying a child. So this person could be a man child or a woman child. It feels like this person is always falling over and over again. They keep repeating some type of cycle. And instead of changing how they do things, they do the same shit over and over again. Like insanity, you know? And this person does have redemption from the things that they do, but they end up doing the same shit over again to repeat the process, to repeat the shame, the guilt, you know, the devastation, the failure. Keep repeating the same things. And it's hard for this person to disconnect with that Devil. it's like they're very addicted to whatever this is that's their detriment. Okay, so they haven't changed that about themselves. Now with that field of influence, you may not want that ickiness to rub off onto you, and so that could be your biggest concern with this person coming around. It's like, nice to see you again, nice to hear your voice, but the last time I dealt with you, I had a lot of things that happened in association to you. I don't want to repeat that unless you've changed. Okay. So also you're way more confident as well. So maybe you had a hard time saying no to this person in the past, like speaking up for yourself, saying, I don't like that. I don't want to do that. I'm not interested in that. Maybe there could have been a lot of peer pressure with this person in the past. I see you just being way more confident now as they're coming towards you. So tell me about Aries. How are they dealing with this? How are they going to deal with this? What's their actions? All right, we have the Five of Cups. So I see you fixated on the past. It's hard to start something new with this person when you guys have unresolved issues from the past. There's something that really hurt your feelings, and it still hurts your feelings to this day when you think about what happened. And it has not been resolved, so it's hard for you to even see forward movement with this person. And you're way more confident to say that to them now. I don't know why. I don't know what it was in the past. Maybe you felt like you couldn't be honest with this person, or they are escapists. So whenever like real deal situations come and surface for them, they run. But I just see you being more confident to say that now. So you may actually let this person know how much they have harmed you or hurt you, and how you're not over it. You still are holding on to that. Let's see what else is here. All right, we have the Hermit as well, or maybe not going to communicate with them. Just being aware of how you feel and how devastating that past time was for you, and just keeping them on red, or blocking. This person could be blocked even, or you're just not going to communicate. You're not doing a back and forth. This person, the reason that they've had so many chances with you in the past is because of the Page of Cups. So it's because of your loyalty and your sensitivity. So you have been super loyal to this connection, even if you felt unfulfilled and it was hard for you to walk away. And then also your sensitivity, being very gentle, being sensitive to their feelings. They hurt you, but I don't want to say that because then you're going to be hurt. So things like that. But that's changing for you now. That is changing for you now. I also see that this person, they're going to have to learn to get it on their own. They're going to have to learn to transform their life on their own. They're going to have to learn how to walk alone. Okay. So we're going from this rise again to keep trying. You're not saving this person now. You're not going to help them. You're not going to give them any nudges. They're going to have to find that within themselves. It's going to be a big journey for this person of self-discovery. And it does solidify what they should expect from you. They shouldn't expect more than what they gave. That's like, I think that's going to be the realization for this person as well. I can't expect more from Aries than I gave to Aries. Like, that's crazy. Okay. And someone could be cutting out the illusions in their life and knowing that it starts with them. Like, if I need changes financially, if I need changes in my love life, things aren't working out, whatever, it starts with me. All right. So you ignoring this person is helping them get their life together, which is, who cares? So you are making your decision. You may feel hesitant, something in your spirit, you feel bad for maybe ignoring them, but this is what you have to do for yourself. You have to prioritize yourself in this situation because this person did not, and they will not until you change the narrative. All right, so tell me about Aries' final decision here when it comes to this person, the situation. Okay, so you are, again, the Page of Cups is coming out. So you still hold in that page energy of the cups of being loyal, being sensitive to people's emotions, but not to your detriment. And I see temperance here. So even though you're not speaking to this person now, I do feel like there will be forward movement in the future between you two, but it's not going to be excessive. This person's coming in with a lot of codependency or devil energy. So the way that they're rushing in could feel very obsessive, infatuated, wanting to be up under you 24/7. With the temperance being here, it's like, okay, I don't really want to talk to you right now, but in the future, I may be open to it, but we're going to move at a very slow pace, or I'm not going to overdo it for myself. I'm not going to prioritize you over myself. And with the Three of Wands, you can expect something more from them coming through this, from you ignoring them. There are some changes. What's the Three of Wands? What should Aries expect from this situation moving forward? Okay, I do feel like you and this person could be in cahoots again in the future. Because again, that Page of Cups is just loyalty. Like, it's like, I'm not really interested in speaking to this person, but I still have love for them. I have unconditional love for them. Or I just, I understand their plight. Even though this person has caused a lot of turmoil, you may know the backstory. You may know where this person's background is from, how they grew up, what caused them to be this very insufficient type of person for a long time. You kind of know some type of backstory that makes you sensitive to them. And with that Three of Pentacles, when this person is ready to take on their own burdens, there could be forward movement where you and this person are friends again, dating again, business collaborators again. Okay, this is the card of collaboration. So you're not, I think the very beautiful thing about this is that even though this person could have caused you a Ten of Swords moment in the past, you feel like this person still is, they still deserve redemption. And even though you don't really want them around you right now, you're not cutting them off completely for the future. You're like, if there's some changes that you're making, I'm not going to help you. But if you're making those changes and I see progress, then maybe we can have a conversation in the future. But right now, no. And I do see you ignoring them right now as well. And maybe that's that indecision, feeling like you want to be done, but in the end, feeling like I can't really be done. Like I don't want to involve them in my life right now, but I don't know if I'm ready to just say good riddance to this person. There's also this energy or saying of not to throw away people, So maybe that's kind of where you're coming from here. And you see the bigger picture with that Three of Wands, and you do feel like this person is great when they're on the right mindset, the right course. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. What else can you tell me? Sorry if you heard my stomach. I'm hungry. What else does Aries need to know right now? All right. This is interesting that this is coming out. It says, stop repeating the same thing again. Okay, so this is a message that I felt strongly in your reading. Maybe you just want this person to get this, but you don't want to be their mentor for it. It's like, just get that you're repeating the same shit, expecting different outcomes, and it doesn't work that way. But you also don't want to be their coach. You're like, you need to empower yourself and learn that for yourself, okay? We have also this card that says, don't turn back, Aries. Okay, don't look back. Yes, it's going to be a harsh lesson for this person, but everybody has to go through it. They're not an exception. We have stop worrying. Okay, so again, I feel like you're moving into a period where you're going to stop worrying. You're not doubting yourself. You're not telling yourself negative things about your future. It also could be changes that were made since you distance yourself from this person. Maybe they were dragging you down in some way energetically. We have this, you failed, so what? Again, this person needs like a big reality check, because it's almost like their failures, they feel like are 10 times worse than other people's failures. And people fail every day. People also win every day. So, you empowered yourself from that 10 of swords. They need to do it themselves and stop looking for you to carry that load. All right. And was that the last one? Yeah, that was it. I'm going to leave it there, Aries. Please like the video. Comment down below if you have something to say. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. And I will see you in the next one. All right. Bye.